Listen closely. If you've ever felt like you don't quite belong anywhere, if you've questioned why shallow conversations exhaust you, if you've carried a depth that others couldn't name, only feel. This isn't random. It's not weakness. It may be the quiet signature of an advanced soul. You don't skim the surface of life. You enter it. You feel joy like a wave that knocks the breath out of you. You feel pain in places that don't even have words yet. And yes, sometimes you wish you could turn it off. But you can't, because depth isn't a switch. It's a design. You notice what others miss, a shift in tone, a silence that speaks louder than words. The moment someone is pretending they're fine, you've been told you're too sensitive. But let me say this clearly, sensitivity is not fragility. Sensitivity is perception. An advanced soul doesn't numb itself to survive. It stays awake, even when staying awake hurts. You don't run from discomfort. You sit with it. You ask, what are you trying to teach me? And that question alone separates you from most people. You've cried over things others shrugged off. You've felt grief for versions of yourself you outgrew. You've loved in a way that changed your nervous system. That depth isn't accidental. It's the result of awareness, empathy, and emotional courage. The world rewards numbness. But growth belongs to those who are willing to feel. If this resonates, don't harden, don't shrink. Your depth isn't a burden. It's the beginning of wisdom. There's a quiet grief that comes with growth. And you know it well. You didn't leave people because you felt superior. You left because staying felt dishonest. Because the conversation stayed the same while you were changing. Because your nervous system could no longer pretend. You've walked away without slamming doors. No drama. No revenge speeches. Just a deep inhale and the painful truth, this no longer fits. And that hurt because you loved them. Or at least you loved who you were when you were with them. An advanced soul doesn't burn bridges to feel powerful. It gently loosens its grip and lets distance do the explaining. You understand something most people don't. Not everyone is meant to grow with you. Some are meant to wake you up. Some are meant to walk you home. And some are meant to stay only for a chapter. You don't demonize the past. You honor it and still choose differently. That takes maturity. That takes emotional intelligence. That takes courage. You've learned that alignment matters more than attachment. That peace is louder than familiarity. And that forcing connection is a quiet form of self-betrayal. You don't chase people who don't choose you anymore. You bless them silently and keep moving. If you've ever mourned people who are still alive, if you felt lonely even while doing the right thing, that's not coldness. You don't fear being alone. You fear being misaligned. Solitude doesn't feel empty to you. It feels honest. It's where the noise finally stops, where you can hear your own breath, your own truth, your own nervous system unclench. You've noticed something too much. External input dulls your inner voice. So you step back, not to escape life, but to listen to it. People mistake this for isolation. But what they don't see is the richness happening inside you. An advanced soul knows that clarity is born in quiet, that healing requires space, that wisdom doesn't shout, it whispers. You don't use solitude to hide from the world. You use it to return to yourself. You've had moments where being alone felt safer than being misunderstood, where silence felt more respectful than forced conversation, where your peace mattered more than fitting in. And here's the truth most people never realize: solitude is not rejection of others. It's devotion to authenticity. You don't disappear, you recharge, you reflect. You integrate lessons instead of rushing past them. You'd rather have one real conversation than 100 hollow ones. You'd rather sit with your thoughts than drown them out with distractions. That's not antisocial. That's self-aware. Advanced souls don't need constant validation. They need alignment. If you've ever chosen quiet over chaos, depth over drama, truth over approval, that's not loneliness. That's evolution. One unmistakable sign of an advanced soul is an unrelenting sense of empathy. You feel the emotions of others as if they were your own. Joy becomes amplified when someone around you succeeds, and pain hits with an intensity that is almost unbearable. This isn't a weakness. It's your soul's depth. Your heart's extraordinary capacity to connect with the invisible currents of human experience. But here's the truth. This empathy can feel like both a gift and a burden. You often carry the weight of the world quietly, silently, and sometimes it's exhausting. Crowded rooms feel heavier. Conversations linger in your mind long after they've ended, and you find yourself searching for meaning in the actions and words of everyone you meet. You notice subtleties others miss, the tremor in a voice, the hesitation in a smile, the unsaid fears lurking behind confident words. Advanced souls do not numb themselves to this feeling. They embrace it. They see that empathy is not just about compassion, it's about understanding, witnessing, and honoring the journey of others without losing themselves. This awareness forces a higher standard of living, demanding authenticity in every relationship and courage in every interaction. When you feel deeply, you also choose wisely. You gravitate towards souls that elevate you, conversations that challenge you, and experiences that awaken you. This empathetic awareness is the hallmark of your evolution. It signals that you are not just living life, you are engaging with its profound depths. Empathy isn't just a trait, it's a calling. And as an advanced soul, your heart will never settle for anything less than truth. Another unmistakable sign that you are an advanced soul is your deep need for solitude, not as an escape, but as a sanctuary. While others fear being alone, you have discovered that silence is where your true self thrives. You don't seek solitude out of loneliness. You seek it to reconnect, to recharge, to dive into the depths of your own consciousness. In solitude, you confront your fears, your desires, and the layers of your own soul that remain unseen in the chaos of the outside world. You have realized that external distractions, noise, social obligations, meaningless chatter cannot nourish your spirit. Instead, you crave moments that allow you to be fully present with yourself, moments where thoughts flow, reflections deepen, and clarity emerges. Advanced souls don't view solitude as emptiness. They see it as empowerment. It's in these quiet spaces that you feel the most alive, the most centered, and the most aligned with your purpose. You learn to sit with discomfort, to face your shadows, and to embrace your emotions fully, without judgment, without running. Yet, solitude doesn't make you isolated. It makes you discerning. It strengthens your energy, sharpens your intuition, and prepares you to engage with the world from a place of authenticity rather than obligation. You begin to understand that peace is not found in approval or noise. It is found in the sanctuary of your own soul. The advanced soul knows that real power isn't in being constantly surrounded. It's in knowing yourself so profoundly that no external chaos can shake your inner balance. One of the most powerful signs that you are an advanced soul is an unshakable trust in your intuition. You have learned to listen to that quiet, unrelenting voice within, the one that speaks in whispers, nudges, and sudden knowing, while others may rely solely on logic data or external validation. You understand that truth often lives in the subtle, the unseen, the felt. Your gut feelings are not random. They are messages from your higher self. You sense when situations are misaligned, when people hide intentions, and when opportunities are authentic or hollow. This innate guidance doesn't always make sense to the outside world, and that's precisely why you value it. It's yours, unfiltered and pure. Advanced souls don't chase certainty. They navigate ambiguity with trust. They know that the world will never hand them guarantees, but their inner compass is unwavering. When your heart pulls you towards something, you move. When it warns you to pause or step back, you honor it. There's a sacred rhythm in this process. Your soul is teaching you discernment, patience, and courage simultaneously. This intuition often feels like a superpower, yet it comes with responsibility. You are called to act consciously, to make choices that reflect alignment with your highest self, and to resist the temptation of shortcuts or external pressures. Your inner guidance is your anchor. It is the quiet force that steers you through storms, heartbreak, and chaos. Trusting your inner voice is not always easy, but it is essential. Advanced souls know that life is lived not only through eyes, but through the heart, the gut, and the sacred knowing of their own spirit. Another defining sign of an advanced soul is an unrelenting quest for purpose. You don't just want to exist, you crave meaning. Mundane routines, shallow interactions, and meaningless distractions leave you feeling hollow. You are driven by a need to contribute, to create, and to live in alignment with your soul's calling. You understand that life isn't simply about accumulating wealth, status, or approval. Those things may come and go, but fulfillment comes from walking a path that resonates with the essence of who you are. Advanced souls recognize that every challenge, every heartbreak, every triumph is a lesson designed to awaken them further, to refine their understanding of themselves and the world. This search for purpose often sets you apart. Others may label you restless or ungrateful, but you know the truth comfort without meaning feels suffocating. You are willing to endure discomfort, uncertainty, and even loneliness to honor your calling. You don't settle for mediocrity because your spirit knows its potential and refuses to be constrained. Your life becomes a series of intentional choices guided not by fear or expectation, but by a profound sense of alignment. You are drawn to people, experiences, and ideas that nourish your soul and challenge your growth. You seek depth in relationships, authenticity in connections, and truth in every encounter. Living with purpose is not a luxury. It is a necessity for an advanced soul. It fuels your resilience, sharpens your vision, and ignites a quiet but unstoppable fire within, reminding you every day that your life is meant to matter. One unmistakable sign of an advanced soul is emotional resilience, the ability to bend without breaking, to endure pain and still emerge stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. You have walked through storms that would shatter others, yet you carry the scars not as burdens, but as badges of growth. Every heartbreak, betrayal, and loss has been a teacher, carving depth into your spirit and clarity into your mind. Advanced souls understand that suffering is not the enemy, it is a catalyst. It forces you to confront truths about yourself, to shed illusions, and to embrace authenticity in ways that superficial living can never offer. You don't avoid pain or pretend it doesn't exist. You meet it, honor it, and transform it into wisdom, empathy, and strength. This resilience manifests in how you navigate relationships, challenges, and decisions. You no longer react out of fear or ego. You respond from a place of grounded understanding. When conflict arises, you don't lash out or retreat. You choose clarity, compassion, and integrity. You know that your emotional energy is precious, and you guard it fiercely, refusing to allow negativity or chaos to dictate your inner world. Being an advanced soul means standing tall, even when the world trembles, remaining centered when others falter, and radiating calm when chaos surrounds you. It's a quiet but undeniable power, the power to rise, to heal, and to inspire. Your strength is not loud, it is profound. It is the steady heartbeat of a soul that has endured, learned, and evolved, showing the world that true power lies not in avoiding pain, but in transforming it into unshakable resilience. A hallmark of an advanced soul is the ability to love deeply, fully, and without conditions. You understand that love is not about possession, control, or expectation. It is about connection, compassion, and presence. You have learned that the heart grows not by clinging, but by letting go, by embracing others without judgment, and by offering kindness even when it is not returned. Advanced souls carry the wisdom that forgiveness is not a gift for others. It is freedom for themselves. You know that holding on to anger, resentment, or betrayal only chains your spirit, and that true liberation comes from releasing the weight that is not yours to carry. This doesn't mean you tolerate abuse or ignore boundaries. It means you choose peace over bitterness, growth over grudges, and love over fear. Your love is intentional. You are drawn to people who uplift you, challenge you, and inspire your evolution. You see beauty in flaws, potential in mistakes, and value in the lessons hidden within every interaction. And even when relationships end or people disappoint, your heart remains open. Because advanced souls understand that life is a continuous dance of giving and receiving, learning and releasing. This capacity for unconditional love distinguishes the advanced soul. It is not naive, it is courageous. It requires vulnerability, trust, and a commitment to live authentically, fully aware that the deepest connections come from showing up as your true self again and again. Your love leaves ripples in the lives of others, even when you don't see them. And in that love, you find the quiet power of a soul that has evolved beyond fear, beyond judgment, and beyond limitation. The final sign of an advanced soul is integration, the ability to hold your wisdom, your pain, your joy, and your purpose all at once without compartmentalizing or hiding who you truly are. You have learned to live fully in alignment with your essence, embracing every part of yourself, the light and the shadow, the clarity and the chaos, the strength and the vulnerability. Advanced souls understand that life is not about perfection, it is about presence. You navigate each moment with intention, awareness, and authenticity, knowing that every choice, every thought, every interaction matters. You radiate a quiet confidence, not because you have all the answers, but because you trust yourself enough to face the unknown with courage and curiosity. Your journey is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. You carry the lessons of your past without being defined by them. You honor your emotions without being ruled by them. You love without expecting reciprocity. You forgive without forgetting. And you shine without seeking validation. Being an advanced soul is not a title. It is a living, breathing practice. It is the continuous unfolding of consciousness, the commitment to growth, and the courage to live boldly, fully, and unapologetically. So if you recognize these 11 signs within yourself, remember this: you are not lost, you are not broken, and you are not ordinary. You are a rare, radiant force, a soul that has evolved, endured, and awakened. And the world is brighter because of your presence, your depth, and your unwavering light.